Hello, everyone. My name is Stephanie, and I am a preschool special education teacher in Connecticut. Today, I have a couple of things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk a little bit today, mainly though, about my classroom and how it's kind of, transformed over the past couple of months that I've been teaching and working with these kids.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me.
So I know it's been so long since I last made a video. It's honestly been, difficult. This is my first year as a classroom teacher, and I have been prepping a lot of things. I have a lot of work that I have to do, not only as a teacher, but as a first year teacher. So it's just been a whole lot. If you have, specific questions or you want to see a video about, coping with being a first year teacher and all the work you have to do or anything like that, let me know down in the comments what you would like me to talk to you about. I would definitely love to do that. But yeah, it's been a while. But I wanted to come on mainly because I just really like my new sweater that I got. Look at all these colors. Isn't it so fun? But also because I wanted to, get back on here and talk to you a little bit about my experience this year. I think that I have a couple, ideas in mind of things I want to talk about. But today I really want to talk about what my classroom looks like. We can get, more into the workings of my classroom after. But right now I would really like to show you just visually how it's kind of changed. I will leave a link above to my initial video of when I first came into the classroom and kind of setting that up. But in this video, I'm basically going to be showing you clips of my classroom and kind of describing where things were when I first came in, where they're at now, and kind of why they've changed. So you'll see, for example, I took out a big section of my classroom, a couple of our dramatic play area toys we took out because it just wasn't working for my class, because my kids are not at a place right now where they know how to pretend play. So, they were using it just kind of as a climbing mechanism. So we took, some stuff out. And what I really want to do is set up a sensory area in my classroom. I think it'll really benefit my kids. So I'm looking for things like bean bags and, like stuff like that where they can just kind of lay. They can lay down in the bean bags, play with like little sensory bottles and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to setting that up. I think it's going to be really cool. I've been kind of, looking through like Facebook Marketplace, and I saw a couple of, like bean bags and stuff like that. So once that gets set up, I will do a more in-depth video, tell you more about that. But we're starting to set that up now, and I'm really excited. I was finally able to get the dramatic play stuff out. We were able to find a place in the closet for it. So I'm, going to be able to start setting that up now. But yeah, so here is, with all that long intro, here is what my classroom looks like from the beginning of the year till now. So here is just a pan of the classroom. We'll get more into it, but here's just a quick overview. Directly to the right of our door, you will see that we have a stop sign covering our light switches because the kids were playing with those constantly. And then we also hid our phone back here because they were also playing with that. So this was our dramatic play center originally. Like I said, I took out the kitchen, but we do have a few things left over here, like the dollhouse, a little wagon, and our baby dolls. And then over here, I can't show you the whole board. However, I will show you this little piece of it. So this is what I am doing for my mentoring program. I'm actually creating a schedule up on the board and completely rearranging my system. But that's how the kids know what our plan for the day is. And then here is our circle area. We have a rug, but most of my kids will sit in chairs. We have our TV and then our little bookshelf right up front. And then here's my desk area. It's a little bit messy, but I promise it's not always like that. And then here is our back shelf. I have blurred out just the kids' pictures to make sure that they keep their privacy, but here is our back counter. And then over here is our teacher area, our play area. And you can kind of see back here I have one shelf that is open, whereas the other ones are covered. And then the other side of this bookcase is open as well, and that's where their toys are. We then have two little cubby sections. So here's our first one. We have a bookshelf with some materials that we need for DTI programs and such. And this is our token board system that we use. Now I do have one piece of the kitchen remaining in my classroom, and this is being used right now to hold up the wall that is in place there. Then we have another bookcase right here to kind of block off this cubby section. Again, we have a token board that the child in this cubby uses and some different materials on the bookshelves and inside this little cabinet. And then we have just kind of a storage space right here. I need to rearrange it, but for now, this is what we have. Here's our sink area. We have a tall sink and then a shorter sink for the kids. And then we are back to the door. You'll see outside I have my "There's no place like preschool" sign that I made at the beginning of the year. Here is just another quick sweep of the classroom, this time standing at the desk. So there's me in the mirror. And then this is what you see from the desk. So behind the desk, you'll see I have a lot of boxes. I've been trying to consolidate. So these over here are the boxes that I have left. You'll also see behind the curtains, I have a whole bunch of stuff in these cabinets that I'm still going through, or on these bookshelves, I should say. I left these on magnets because the kids don't really touch these, so they don't need to be up on anything super strong right now. However, on the other curtains, I put them on these hooks, so that way they stay a little bit nicer. They're a bit stronger than the magnets are. So I have 1, 2, 3 hooks on each curtain, so they can come off either way. And they hide things really nicely, and it's really hard for the kids to get them off. So that's nice. I have 4 curtains up. That one is open, like I showed you, so that way the kids can access those materials. Over here is the teacher table. In this spot, I have a bunch of materials for DTI programs. The kids and the teacher will sit over here, and they can access these things. For example, we have the iPad. We have some objects to sort by color, some shapes, more sorting materials. We have some other things like letters, and there are some numbers back here. So this is where all the materials are for us to do DTI programs at this table. And then we also have our PECs and our various icons that we use for the kids to communicate with. Legos and Duplo blocks. And some vehicles. And here are all of our more like sensory toys. So these things will spin and that sort of stuff. Well, here's our sensory bin. Kind of sad right now. So obviously I'll blur these out, but on the front here I have a picture of the child. It is attached by Velcro, and then each child has a folder in here with their information. And so basically it has the packet that I sent home where the families would write just a quick little about me, things that my child likes, my wishes for the year, concerns, that sort of thing. And any other relevant information will be in this folder. So we have access to it right here. In this little tower, we'll have things to get sent home. Up in the top, these ones are empty for now. Here are their work pockets. So these, again, are labeled, so I'll blur those out, but inside are various activities that we can do to just pull with the kids real quick. So matching some leaves, or this is identifying different kinds of vehicles. So those are their work pockets. Over here, we have their placemats for snack time, and then down on the bottom are their sign-in sheets. Here, hold this. So there's the first letter of their name, and then their full name is on the back. And then I have one for my morning class is green, my afternoon class is blue, and you'll notice everything pretty much is color-coded that way. You know, I got some new kids and I ran out of colorful folders. I'm going to see if another teacher will switch with me, so that way we can have all green and then all blue here. And then up on top, I have this binder which has blanks of all of our forms that like go home and stuff, and a clipboard and some more name tags for my kids. I also just redid this today and I'm very excited. I'm still in the middle of it, but I have my this week folder, and so that has our weekly plans. So like here I have my Thursday and my Friday schedules, and then I started putting in different activities for Monday. So we had a bunch of kids out on Monday, so I wrote their name on it. But I have like the little booklets that we worked on. Tuesday we have a couple of kids that were out again. So we have these cute little pictures that they're working on. I have to put in Wednesday stuff once I print it out for tomorrow. And so this is our weekly things, and then our extra materials are over here. So if a child is working on separating by class, then anything they could use as some extra time, you know, when we have just kind of a minute to do some extra work, they can pull from in here. And so I have some color and shapes. I have receptive and expressive labels, identical matching, and then just some more extra things like some dot marker papers and such. So all those are in here, and then these are the things that would go over into their work pockets over here. So that's where all those come from. So this is directly behind my desk. This is my little workstation of things that I need to get done, things that need to be laminated or cut out, or you need to put Velcro on them. Back up at the front of the room, we have our little bookshelf here, and usually what I keep on top is this class PECS book. So right now what we're using it for mainly is for songs. So every morning we have some music time, and we use these PECS to have the children request a song. Our most popular ones are on the front page, but we have a whole bunch right now. So here are a couple of our popular ones: Baby Shark, These Are My Glasses, Dinosaurs, Monkeys and Alligators, Baby Shark, Old MacDonald. These ones we don't use quite as much, but those we use as a whole class. So yeah, that is my classroom from the beginning of the year until now. It will definitely keep changing, like especially as a first year teacher, I'm seeing how things go, but it also really depends on my kids. Like I was not, aware like if my kids would have some pretend play skills and stuff like that. So that's why, because I got to know my kids, we took those kinds of things out. Now that I know like certain kids will need cubby space, like I was able to create that. So it will continue to grow as I get to know my kids and, start working with them more. As I get more kids, being the 3-year-old teacher, as soon as kids age out of their birth to 3 program, they'll come into my room. So I'll be getting new kids throughout the year. But yeah, that is my classroom up till right now. I'll definitely do another update because I know it's going to keep changing. But until then, let me know what kind of questions you have, what you would like to, see from me if you want to know about stuff related to being a first-year teacher or stuff about being special ed, ABA. Definitely let me know. Leave some comments down below. I will also leave a link to where you can get more frequent updates on my Instagram. And I'll leave a couple other links too that you can check out if you're interested. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I will see you in another video. Bye.